simply put it on cruise control.
And the rebound goes to the Thunder. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
Here is Durant, following the score by Tony Parker. And Durant gets it to go.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Aldrige again, Ibaka. 11 feet away. Aldrige, good.
And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team. Easily one of the best coaches in the history of our league.
Here's Roberson. Puts up a three. That's good. The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Aldrige a screen. Parker kicks to Aldrige. The 9-foot shot. No good off the front iron. And Greg, you know, for Popovich being with the Spurs for so long, since 1996, Clark, he is actually the longest tenured coach in all of sports right now.
Amazing, Kevin, and he's done it through winning. I mean, the third fastest coach ever to get to 1,000 wins. You compare his numbers with any coach in any sport, and they stack up as Hall of Fame caliber.
Here's Ibaka. Makes it off the glass.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points. And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire a female assistant coach. A big step not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Well, Greg, we were just talking about the assistant that was hired was Becky Hammond, a phenomenal player for a very long time in the WNBA. And Clark, you know, you and I were talking about this before. She was a perfect candidate to become the first full-time female assistant.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it might not seem like that big a deal to some, but this was a big-time barrier breaker that the Spurs pulled off.
San Antonio trailing here. Parker outside. Down low. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there. I'll bet he didn't either, as good a foul shooter as he is.
Leonard, the pass to Duncan. Back to Leonard. A 3-ball. And he gets the bucket. Leonard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Durant kicks to Adams. Nice D from Duncan. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done. Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Green, no luck.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Durant lays it up and banks it in. Durant's got 6 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Back to Parker for 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Parker's got his second basket. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Spurs up 1. And we'll be back with you right after this. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Spurs.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. The timeless Parker and Manu are the 1 and the 2. Aldrige out there with Duncan. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. Parker outside. Down low. And Duncan throws it down.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. Like a slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to take charge here.
When you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big 3, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those 3 was able to finish the season.
The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. They recover it. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Pass to Roberson. He tries for 3. Can't get it to go. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stint. Durant feeds it to Adams. Steps back and shoots. That one off the back iron and out.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Here's Adams after the made shot from Manu Ginobili.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all. Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself, because I could never throw it down like that, but I will say it sure looks fun, doesn't it?
And the Spurs with possession here. Following the score by Oklahoma City. Parker kicks to Duncan. And there's the feed to Leonard. Stolen by Durant. It's rebounded by Leonard.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going. Well, we've got a moment to look back to last year's Spurs right now. 3rd in shooting percentage, 4th in free throw percentage. And they also showed up in the top 5 in assists. This team is really unselfish. They do a nice job moving themselves, moving the ball, and converting good shot opportunities.
And as you said, there weren't many teams that scored with the efficiency that they did last season. They did a great job of being selective and working for the best possible shot. You know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Cantor checked in for Athens. Both free throws good from Aldrige. Last season, Clark, the Spurs kept on winning as usual. They passed the Lakers, in fact, for the best winning percentage all time for a frame shot.
Well, some of that has to do with the struggles the Lakers had last season, but more of it is credit to the Spurs. Consistency and high-quality play has been who they are and have been for 2 decades.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Roberson.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
And the stuff by West.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Now here's West. Excellent D from Cantor.
And with the Spurs and their winning percentage, it's right above 60. Not bad for a team that joined the NBA back in 1977.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
There's 37 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Ibaka with the screen on Leonard. Cantor in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Shot's good by Ibaka.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first half. Parker with it. He has 5. A leaner. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Parker's got 7 points.
Well, I tell you what, it's easy to get spoiled watching this fella. I mean, he just makes it look so simple.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Spurs lead by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the 3rd quarter. And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
That slasher mentality was on display in that first half. He got to the rim consistently.
Well, I tell you what, he's got that great first step, and he must have had some quickness porridge or something because he looks a little faster today than normal.
Durant, the 3, and Ibaka, the 4. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Adams, and it's That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.